Born on October 7, 1952 in Leningrad, now known as Saint Petersburg, Vladimir Putin's early life was far from glamorous. His parents, Maria and Vladimir Putin Sr., lived in a cramped communal apartment in the aftermath of World War II. The young Vladimir grew up in the shadow of Soviet Union's decline, witnessing the economic hardship and political turmoil of the time. In his youth, Putin showed talent for sports, particularly judo and sambo, which instilled discipline and resilience that would later become defining traits of his leadership. After finishing high school, he pursued studies in law at Leningrad State University, where he developed a passion for espionage and intelligence. It was during these formative years that Putin joined the KGB, the Soviet Union's renowned security agency, in the year 1975. Putin's rise through the ranks of the KGB was swift, and he eventually served as a foreign intelligence officer in East Germany. This experience allowed him to hone his skills in espionage and gather valuable insights into Western intelligence agencies. The collapse of Berlin Wall in 1989 and the subsequent fall of Soviet Union forced Putin to return to Russia, where he found himself at a crossroads. The turbulent 1990s in Russia were marked by economic chaos and political instability. Amid the turmoil, Putin transitioned from a career in intelligence to politics, working under the mayor of Saint Petersburg, Anatoly Sobchak. This was a pivotal moment in his life, as it allowed him to develop political connections and gain valuable administrative experiences. In 1999, Vladimir Putin was appointed as the Prime Minister of Russia by President Boris Yeltsin, a move that surprised many. Shortly thereafter, Yeltsin resigned, making Putin the acting president. His decisive leadership and ability to restore a sense of stability in Russia resonated with the people. He won the presidential election in 2000, securing his position as the leader of Russian populace, which appreciated the stability he brought to the nation. The rise of Vladimir Putin to power in Russia was marked by a significant challenge. Shortly after he gained power, multiple bombings in Moscow claimed the lives of over 300 people, and these attacks were attributed to Chechen militia. In response to this Chechen aggression, Putin ordered a military retaliation. This offense was even broadcasted live on camera, with military fighters equipped with head cameras. This aggressive move resulted in the death of approximately 80,000 Chechens. It gave Putin a strongman image, a stark contrast to his predecessor, Boris Yeltsin. During his first term in office, Putin focused on improving the Russian economy. He implemented policies that led to better economic outcomes. Between 2000 and 2008, the Russian economy grew at an impressive rate of 7%, and the number of people living in poverty was reduced by more than half. After his initial presidential tenure ended in 2008, Putin transitioned to the role of Prime Minister. During this period, he introduced changes to Russian constitution that significantly enhanced the powers of Prime Minister. This shift in power dynamics was noteworthy. In 2012, Putin returned to presidency, and further changes were made to the constitution to consolidate power in the hands of the president. During this term, he made international headlines by annexing Crimea and orchestrating elections to establish a new government there. He also supported the Assad regime in Syria during a brutal conflict with the ISIS. Putin has faced numerous allegations from international governments and the media, accusing him of being responsible for the killings and murders of his critics. He constantly denies these allegations, often responding with indifference or amusement. In 2022, Putin's decision to invade Ukraine drew significant international attention and condemnation. This action was largely driven by tensions between Russia and Western powers. The movement of NATO forces toward Russia's borders had heightened these tensions, particularly as Ukraine was considering joining NATO. Western powers' expansion of NATO eastward had been a long-standing point of contention. According to the Russian constitution, Putin can remain in power until 2036. Critics have raised concern about his health, speculating about conditions such as abdominal cancer and Parkinson's disease. However, up to this point, Putin has always prioritized Russian interests. He has amended the constitution to extend his time in office, but has not been accused of abusing his power. The hope is that his decisions will continue to have a global impact and be more inclusive, considering the effects they have not only on Russia but the entire world.